Warning, if you're going to go into this video expecting me to complain about how woke the movie is, you might as well click off of the video now because you're going to be severely disappointed. So this past summer, I saw a grand movie based on a popular IP with spectacular animation, a heartfelt story, and tons of love put into it. And I also saw The Little Mermaid remake. The Little Mermaid 2023 is an absolute masterclass in making a remake while not understanding what made the original so great in the first place. There's some very obvious reasons as to why this remake doesn't hold a candle to the original, like the music being oversung, the longer runtime, and the nightmare-inducing character design. But the reason this remake doesn't work can be summed up just by comparing the first scene in both the original and the remake. To understand where the new one fails, we have to go back to the original. And yes, I'm aware this is going to sound like nitpicking, but just roll with me, okay? So in the original, we open on the undersea people going to a stadium. We then get introduced to King Triton, who showers his people with some sort of mysterious dust. I don't know. This guy seems to like it. Then, very comedically, we're introduced to Sebastian, who is the composer. We then see that Triton is excited for Ariel to perform.
And especially my little Ariel.
But we find out from Sebastian that she's been missing from rehearsals.
If only she'd show up for rehearsals once in a while.
We get to hear a pretty decent song which reveals that Ariel isn't present.
Oh, shit!
Now I know what you're thinking. Well, duh, Derek, it's a pretty basic opening. But let me tell you how this opening is actually brilliant. So not only are we being introduced to two main characters in a pretty grand and funny way, but this opening actually helps build the world. Sebastian isn't just the king's helper, but the
distinguished court composer.
This tells the audience that this is a kingdom where music is very important. We also get some foreshadowing from Sebastian that shows that Ariel is already having complications fitting in her appointed role from her father. After the song, we get a reveal that Ariel didn't show up to the performance. This gives credence to Triton's frustration. It's a music-based society where his youngest daughter that he was looking forward to seeing hasn't been showing up to the rehearsals and didn't show up for this performance. Now you see that just a short scene can tell so much. Now let's see how the remake handles this. We see all of the daughters traveling to meet King Triton for, some reason. I know they explain why later in the film, but in the beginning they just don't really do a good job of explaining it. He names them off and notices that Ariel is missing.
Where is Ariel?
Sebastian appears out of fucking thin air, I guess, and Triton asks him to go find her. Now imagine this isn't a remake of a popular movie, and you're watching this new movie for the first time. Here's what you might be thinking. Who the hell is this? So he just gathered them all here to talk? Couldn't he have just used his shell phone? What the fuck is this ugly crab thing? Is he the king's helper or something? It's crazy that a remake that's over 45 minutes longer than the original somehow feels rushed and has no time for world building. The only thing that I can compliment this remake for is that somehow King Triton was responsible for the birth of Belle Delphine. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fucking chill of him. The problem with these remakes is that they hinge on the fact that most people have seen the original. So the studios feel like they don't have to spend as much time building the world and establishing character moments. That's how you go from a scene that establishes so much in just a couple of minutes to a bland introduction that tells you nothing. And that's why The Little Mermaid 2023 doesn't work. Hey, I said the title. But guys, if you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube jazz that the YouTubers always say, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.